Hello everybody, it's me Heather, and today I have a first impression live swatch plus mini reviews video on the new MAC Heirloom Mix collection. I only have a couple of pieces. I honestly was surprised. I didn't plan on purchasing this today. I actually went to my local MAC store today just on a whim. I actually wanted to pick up a few of the Rocky Horror Picture Show items that are still available. There's a couple that I've been holding out for, and I finally had a couple extra bucks, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this now, because I was planning on just doing a really big MAC haul for you guys, and I was planning on hauling the Heirloom Mix collection online this coming Sunday. So the actual collection does release online this Sunday, October 19th. And then it's going to be available in stores October 23rd. So when I went into my MAC store today is what, the 16th, October 16th, they already had the collection out. And I'll go ahead and insert a picture here if you guys want to take a look at the collection. So then, when I walked in, the sales associates know that I buy a good amount of MAC there, and they're like, hey, we have the new Heirloom Mix collection, the holiday collection. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, I thought that came out next week. And they're like, oh, we actually got it a week early. This location got it a week early. So I'm probably one of the first people to purchase it at that store. My makeup addiction. So it's a nice collection. It's very pretty. And I'll just show you what I picked up. So first off, I picked up one of the pressed pigment minis. I picked up one of the eye kohl pencils. I picked up one of the cream sheen lip glasses. Whoops. I picked up a lipstick, and I got a nail polish. So let me just jump right in. I didn't get more of the collection because honestly, the approach I'm taking right now with most collections that come out is I'm trying to not haul the entire collection every single time, because I have some aggressive savings goals going on right now, and one of the ways I want to achieve those money savings goals is obviously by cutting down on my #1 expenditure, which would probably be my makeup habit. And the way I'm doing it is I'm just taking a piece here and there from collections. So instead of hauling how many of them? All 8 of the pressed pigment minis. I got one. So the one I picked up is called Enchantment. These are called pressed pigment minis. So on the box it just says, pressed pigment, but these are actually smaller than your standard size MAC eyeshadows, for example. But I love the packaging. I love the theme. This is the box as well. They are a glossy black, just infused with silver glitter. And pretty cool looking. I like it. I'm actually going to hold on to those boxes. I think they're really cute. And here also all the packaging has black with silver glitter. So the shade I picked up is called Enchantment. I've already swatched everything, and I put swatches on my Instagram. So you can check out my Instagram at Heather and King if you want to see the pictures. But I will go ahead and do live swatches here. The shade Enchantment is described as a violet with blue-violet shimmer, or violet-blue shimmer. Violet with violet-blue shimmer. And so it's very pretty. My camera really isn't doing this one justice. You really have to see these in person. This is honestly my first time trying any of the pressed pigment minis, or pressed pigments from MAC period. I've used their loose ones before. And I don't want to say that I was disappointed, but when you use pigments, you're used to them having that really deep saturated pigmentation, whereas these come off rather sheer. And on the finger they swatch really nice. As you can see, it just picks up like that. But then when you try to transfer it to your skin, it's pretty sheer. It's not bad, but I don't know, for some reason I was just expecting more oomph, and this is going to make my autofocus go crazy. But I had tried applying it on the back of my hand just for my pictures. I swatched everything. So I got a mirror right here, and I'm going to try to apply this on my lid with my finger. See, with your finger, this applies really nicely. And look how nicely it's actually applying to my lid. And I think because simply it needs that moisture, so I don't have any primer on my lid. I just have my natural oils on my lids right now. And as you can see, the pigment's really liking that. It's really sticking to the lid, and that's really working out nicely. When I try to swatch it on the back of my hand's dry, but my eyelids, as you can see, just the natural oils are picking that pigment up very nicely. Okay, I'm really liking this now. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be really honest. When I was doing the pictures for my Instagram and I was swatching this, I swatched it, you know, first dry, and then I was like, ooh, this is, you know, on the back of my hand, I was like, ooh, this isn't showing up very good at all. I was like, this is really bad. And then I was like, okay, well, let me try it with an eyeshadow brush. So I used an dry eyeshadow brush, and it went on really sheer again, and I'm just like, okay, I am not feeling this at all. And then I was like, you know, I need to treat this more like a pigment instead of an eyeshadow, since it is, you know, essentially a loose pigment that they pressed into this little compact. I was like, let me try that. So what I did is I took Fix Plus, and I took and I scraped some of this out. As you can see, I scraped it out with a little palette knife, and then I mixed the Fix Plus with, you know, a couple squirts of Fix Plus with the pigment. I mixed it with a brush, and then I applied it on the back of my hand, and it gave a really nice foil effect. But now that I'm applying this just with my fingers on my lids, I really like this. So definitely a winner. And now there's actually another shade I want to pick up, so maybe I will, finances permitting. But I'm having trouble, as you can see, getting my finger right in the very corners of my eyes, so then I probably want to go with a little eyeshadow brush or something to make that happen. But yeah, look how pretty that is. Alright, so that's Enchantment. So I'll go ahead and move on to the next time. I got a little wipe here to clean off my finger, clean off the back of my hand. So this one's actually part of the permanent line, so I won't spend too much time on it. I just really wanted it for the packaging. Like I said, it's got that black, shiny packaging with silver glitter, and the packaging's not texturized, so it's not, on this you can feel the glitter a little, but on the boxes it's just smooth. So I picked up the eye kohl pencil in Tarnish, and it's just a really deep dark green. This is actually part of the permanent line. You can get this anytime, but if you're a sucker for packaging like me, you might want to pick this up. As you can see, it's got that, just that whole black glitter, or black, shiny black with, you know, silver glitter. I'm just going to apply this on my waterline. So as you can see, it's nice. It's just slightly different, obviously, than just like black. I love stuff like this. I love to use different colored eyeliners on my waterline. So that's very pretty. And, oh, I forgot to tell you how much this is. This is $19.50. The eye kohl pencil retails for $17.50. The pro discount does not apply. All right, so let's move on to the lip products. Those are always some of the people's favorites. So there are, let's see how many. Let me cheat off a website here. One, two, three, four, five. So this is a cream sheen lip gloss. Those of you who do not like MAC's lip gloss because you think they're too sticky, you might like the cream sheen formula because these have a very smooth texture to them. They're not, you know, sticky. So this is the cream sheen in the shade Courting Chic, and it's just, as you can see, it's a very red, what do they call it? A deep berry red with gold sparkles. So it's very sparkly, deep berry red with gold sparkles. And I'm going to go ahead and just pop that on my lips really quick. As you can see, this one has really nice opacity. It has that standard MAC scent of vanilla. It's really, really, really pretty. All the other shades didn't call out to me in this collection because the majority of them, once you swipe them, they look like just really clear glosses that were super shimmery. They're really pretty in the tube, but then once you swipe on your hand, it was kind of like 3 of the 5 look the same. But this one's Courting Chic, and this retails for $22. The lipstick I picked up is a matte lipstick. It is called Sparks of Romance, and when the press release went around to the beauty bloggers, and they were testing it and posting swatches, and they would write the description that MAC gave for this lipstick. MAC calls this lipstick a matte frost, a true red with gold shimmer. So as you can see, and I don't know how if that's ever going to zoom on that, probably not. There's very, 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 very super duper ultra subtle shimmer in this lipstick that does not translate on the lips. Let me go ahead and put it on really quick. As you can see, it's a very pretty shade of red, but it definitely doesn't have any kind of frost to it. There we go. Sorry, that was bugging me. It doesn't have any kind of frost to it. Whenever I hear matte frost, honestly, I was expecting this to have a texture kind of like, there are 2 brands I can think of that to me make matte frost. Kat Von D makes a lipstick called Adora that it is a red, like it is a matte frost. It goes on matte and it has a metallic effect. So when I think matte frost, that's what I think of. It's going to go on matte and be super shiny, like metallic. And the other brand that's perfected this is Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics. They make OCC lip tars with a metallic finish, and that's what they do. They go on, they dry down to a matte, but they retain that super shiny metallic look. Whereas with this, as you can see, it is just a red lipstick. Now I'm looking in a mirror here and I can see little tiny bits here and there. It's not consistent. I can see little bits of basically glitter here and there. It's not consistent. And I also noticed when I was applying it, the lipstick felt gritty. But once it's on my lips and I press my lips together and I'm talking, I don't notice any grittiness or glitter feel. So if you're worried about texture, when you apply it, you feel it. But once you've applied it, you don't feel the glitter. It actually feels really velvety, really soft. Has a not sticky. It's not thick. It's not, you know, that thick. I almost want to say chalky feeling when some matte lipsticks are like too thick feeling. It's actually a really nice formulation. It's really pretty. It's just not a matte frost. So if you love red matte lipsticks and you don't have enough of them in your collection, because honestly you can never have too many shades of red lipstick, you probably want to grab this one at least for the packaging. If you are a sucker for packaging like I am, I think this is really cute. Just the whole glossy black with the silver glitter. It's actually really nice. Just not a matte frost, but it's beautiful. So for those of you that are curious about it, it's called Sparks of Romance, and it's retailing for $17.50. All right, the last item. I'm sorry I haven't swatched it yet because I'm currently wearing glitter nail polish, and we all know that's a process to remove this, and I wanted to get this video out to you. This was the standout nail polish shade in the collection. The other one was a red. So if you don't have any red nail polishes in your collection, and you want to treat yourself, go for it. This one I was dying to get. It is called Just Jewels, and it's obviously a glitter nail polish, and it's reading very true to color on camera, I'm happy to say. And it is basically, it is a pastel pink iridescent base with just a different types of glitter in here, mostly like iridescent silver, but there's also like blue and there's pink, and there's just a lot going on. It's very cute, and as you can see, it's got limited edition packaging, and this retails for $13.50. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have swatches of everything. I'll eventually post swatches of me wearing this on my Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram, please do. Go ahead and check out all my other links down below. You might find something you like. If you have any questions or comments about any of the products, please let me know. I love it when you guys interact with me, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. So next time I upload a video, I'll pop up in your subscription feed and you can take a watch, leave a comment. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.